Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's UK Field Ninja again, out on another beautiful day. Today is Sunday, of the 3-day bank holiday weekend, and it's nice, very very sunny. Hope you guys are outside enjoying yourself too. Come back down, guess where? Same path again. I love this walk. You can't get much more majestic than this walk, to be honest with you. It's very peaceful. You get horse riders and stuff like that come down here, but nothing much, and I can talk out here. Well, I can't talk where I am. So you saw the videos yesterday. All the little ones have gone into their new homes and they're loving it. I've checked them out, and yeah, they're having a good time. So yeah, hopefully with any luck they will probably only really sit in those sacks for, I'm hoping, maybe about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, depending. And then as they get ready to go out, so probably about the second node, I will plant up some more. So then by the time they're ready, the cycle will throw up more. Because what I'm doing in essence is I'm not really going to be caring for them, so they'll get my care and attention in the baby stage and seedling, and those little cardboard things that I put them in, they are jam-packed full of mycorrhizals, so they're like little life capsules, if you will. So what the mycorrhizal has done is basically grown up all up in the cardboard, and I can see all the fungal spores and all that kind of stuff all up in it, so I know it's really established a good home in that cardboard. And yeah, the roots will have to all grow through it, so they'll all get inoculated as they go through. Not that they're not already inoculated from when I planted them with germination in a whole bunch of mycorrhizal, so they should enjoy that. And then the pots themselves, they will air prune the roots, so I should get a nice big root ball to start them off with. So at the moment, the way I'm considering it is they're babies. Now the stage that they're in at the moment is like teenager, and then when they go out, they're going to go out as adults, and they're going to have to fend for themselves. So that's why so many, because we're keeping it to nature. The plant grows shitloads of seeds because it throws out lots of plants, lots of its next generation, hoping that at least a male and a female will survive to procreate and make more seeds. So we're going to go down that line. We're going to make one seed garden where I'm going to obviously get more seeds. I want more seeds because next year I want more plants. So, you know, that's how farming works. You want more plants, and you want to plant a field like that. You don't just eat all of that grain. You set aside some of it for your next year's crop in order to plant the land again. So that's what we're going to be doing. So target's 100. I'm nearly there already, to be honest with you. Not far off it, so probably could go more than that, but it does depend on how long it takes to get them up to the 4th node, to get them out, to allow the next cycle to come through. Because obviously the later it gets on, the less sun they get, because the days start to get shorter, there's less time, so they'll still make it through, like I've said before, but ultimately they won't be as big as what they were, or sorry, what they would have been had I planted them out sooner. But I don't have a farm, and yeah, this is still questionable as to what I'm doing, but yeah, hey, I'm following the laws that was written and the gifts that was given, and as far as I'm aware, that's what this country is founded on. So trying to attack me for what I believe in, whatever, you may as well attack this country, because that's what this country was founded on. If you didn't know, go and look up the royal crest, and you'll see a little tiny lion sat upon the top of all that mess that's below it, and yeah, you find out who that lion is. But yeah, anyway, on a different topic of my contemplations, I discovered some interesting stuff about this platform that I'm using. Yet they are scanning the words that I'm saying. They're scanning the music, they're scanning the words that I put on the screen, they're scanning absolutely everything. They have got bots running it. And the reason why I know this is because As I was coming onto my channel yesterday, all of the recommendations for the things that I should like, opposed to the things that I've actually watched, actually searched for, and actually have any interest in, is all based upon the algorithm of the scans of my videos. And what I mean by that is I don't put titles that say anything about the music that I listen to, yet I'm being given shitloads of recommendations to watch various different fuckery, basically, based upon the shit that they want me to watch. Some of it is like bait, so it's like clickbait type shit. So it's got a really pretty picture. It's basically just made by some little fucking propaganda agent who works for this platform. And yeah, not best impressed by that, to say the very least, because it means that they are scanning absolutely everything. So obviously key things that you're saying is going to get you flagged quicker. This probably will get me flagged because I'm talking about this, and there's a whole heap of channels that are getting shut down on the same thing. Not only that, but YouTube is openly admitting, though keeping it quiet, but they have written it down, that they suppress videos. And if you see my video called The Definitive History of Racquetball, which is an awesome video, you should be well aware of what racquetball is all about and where it comes from, because that could be some key information later on. So anyway, they have repressed that video. I put it this way, I don't give a flying fuck about how many subscribers I have. I'm not doing it to get subscribers. I'm not doing this to get famous. I'm not doing this to make money. Literally, I'm doing it because I am doing this, and just to show you guys that it might inspire someone else also to stop the fuckery of this world and come out into humanity and actually be a human being, rather than a brain dead clusterfuck feeding on the nipples of the beast, which is what the shit that they put in your mind is when you watch this dumb shit like unboxing videos. Who needs a motherfucking unboxing video? Oh, guess what? Bye. You know. Fuck. Yeah, anyway, so they are scanning this, and that's what they're doing, and my channel is getting spammed up to the eyeballs with stuff that I'm not interested in, which is affiliating me with that, which ultimately could lead to my channel being completely shut down because of affiliations with other channels that will get shut down. So you see how they're working it. They're not going to just directly go, we don't like what you're doing on here, we're going to go around about the houses to do it. So yeah, not impressed. And so should anyone else be who's having their channel shut down for basically doing nothing. But this is Alphabet, and this is what they are. This is your beast. It's kind of, it's painful how many people are asleep to this thing, because it's a monster, man, and you can't touch it, you can't see it, but you feel its wrath, if you will, on your daily basis. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then yeah, anyway, so yeah, that seems to be what's happening with all the channels being shut down. If anyone is wondering, it's possibly people aren't realizing this because they're not recognizing the fact that random shit is appearing on their liked, not the like I like this video, but your recommended liked things, and that's ultimately getting you placed onto +18. Because it's associating your video with something that it considers +18. Remember that this platform, then they're not about paying money. This is all algorithms. They aren't real people. And what I mean by that is, if you didn't know, there's a competition every year. This competition has been going on for the last, I think, 20, 30 years, maybe longer than that, where they have been sat down. They sit a person down in front of a computer, and they then have another computer in another room, and then they see whether they can fool that person who sat on that computer into believing the person that they're talking to is human or a computer. And that's been going on for ages. This is not some weird shit, that's a legitimate thing. They put it in the newspaper. Go and look it up. You can see the competition winners each year. There's a big prize each year for the person who gets the closest to it, and they've got very good, and that's what they're employing here, is those types of technologies. So you aren't even dealing with a human being, you're dealing with an algorithm that has been programmed to respond in certain ways. It's been shit, man, it's used in everything. But anyway, so those algorithms are what's deciding what you are associated with, what your video is of its own prerogative. Not that this thing has any logic or sense or anything like that. It's a program. It's just yes, no. That's it. Can't do anything more than that. So yeah, not happy, as you can imagine, because there's a lot of decent people out here who have done nothing, but they have been associated because of a bot, in essence. So yeah, good times. So we'll keep going anyway, because we're not going to be defeated. We are going to carry on. So if this channel does get shut down, and this video probably will be suppressed as well, because it will have scanned all my words, and it will have gone, oh, bastard, he's telling them. So ultimately, we'll see, and you can test it for yourself. I mean, you know, test things. You put up a video, or you look at a video or whatever, though, that's kind of against the beast, and you watch what happens. It will get shut down. You'll get warning comments. You'll get repressed down. Your video uploads will slow down. They can do all sorts of interesting, fun things just to make it more difficult for you. Whilst what do? Prop up the things they want you to see. Because the beast, like I said, you can't touch it. You can't stab it. You can't kill it. You can't do anything to it. It's like an idea. So if it's an idea, it wants to put more ideas in your head. It wants to guide you in a direction and whatever. So that's how it's doing this thing. So yeah, now you know. So don't be tricked by it. But anyway, back onto legitimate topics of awesomeness. The gardening is going well. I'm going to set up 3 gardens in total, and I will walk you through them as we go along. I am hoping to get those plants out reasonably soon, with any luck anyway. We will see. And then, ultimately, the plan is to walk you on through a jungle, or a vast green, with some decent arse music to listen to whilst you watch that. Because there's a couple of videos on here that I've seen that inspired me, and I'd like to do a video like that can inspire you guys to pick it up next year if you aren't growing this year, or to actually go and get some autos or something. You can still do photo periods now. You still have time, but you're going to have to be relatively quick, and you're going to have to check out the photo period length as well, and you're going to have to try and get a short-ish length photo period, because really you should have planted the seeds maybe 2 weeks ago, because everything's on a crop rotation, you see. You are at the beck and call of nature. You have the sun and the rain, and then autumn, and then winter. So if you try and, you get me, you understand. So yeah, tonight will also be quite a sad one as well, because I think tonight is literally the very last of what I've got, which is nothing really. So I might do a little video of that sad times until later on, but I'm going to grow some autos as well, just to kind of tide me over in that period of time while I wait for the photo periods to finish. And you know, then you've got curing and drying, then curing time as well on top of that. And that's I mean, I think I waited probably about 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks before I started smoking it. But yeah, it's still weeks that you have to wait. You can't just harvest it and expect to stick it in the oven, because you'll ruin that shit faster than you even know if you try that. You have to let it dry slowly. You have to let it cure properly. Otherwise, you just wasted an entire grow season for nothing. So the autos would be finished in about end of August, cured getting dried, then cured, and then the float periods are coming up to that end. Throw potash out, bring up the big buds, and harvest them. So we'll see. I don't intend this year to really, if it's out of my control, but I don't intend to harvest popcorn buds this year. I am hoping to grow enough that I can take colas and just have big ass colas everywhere and just have those, and then all those little popcorn buds, they can just mosey on by, because I don't intend to like pick your own. You don't go and pick like the crap stuff, you pick the best stuff, and when you have vast volumes of it, you can pick the best of the best stuff and still have lots of it. So that's the intention anyway, but we'll see how it goes. It's completely out of my power what happens with this, how it goes, and all the rest of it, as is with anything in life. So you can just hope. And if it goes wrong and you start getting angry, what are you getting angry for? You're not considering that, it wasn't meant to be or whatever. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a decent bank holiday weekend, and that you have a chance to get out in the sun, you're not working and whatever. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the UK Field Ninja. See you guys next time.